afternoon and welcome back to the One Celtic fans. You seriously, you did that just as I was going live on podcast. Good afternoon and welcome back to the One Celtic fans view this afternoon. It's the news that we've all been waiting for. We've all known that this was going to happen. Daizen Maeda has left the building. Daizen Maeda has posted on Instagram. He's just posted this on his Instagram. He says, the last 4.5 years at Celtic have been the most special chapter of my career and my life. It's been an incredible honour to wear the badge to play for this amazing club and to share my unforgettable moments with my teammates, the staff and the best supporters in the world. Thank you for standing by me through every high and low. Your incredible support gives me strength every single day. I will always be grateful. I would also like to take the opportunity to thank everyone in Glasgow who welcomed and supported my wife and children. Because of your kindness and generosity, my family was able to enjoy an unforgettable time here. Glasgow will always hold a very special place in our hearts and will forever be our second home. My son loves Celtic so much. He already says he wants to wear the shirt and play at Celtic one day. I truly hope that that dream comes true. I hope our family will be back here again someday. Thank you to everyone connected with Celtic for everything. Hail, hail. That's Daizen Maeda. It's never easy when one of your better players leave the club. But I think what makes it even worse is the fact that Celtic today Celtic knew this deal was going through. They knew the deal was going through. Are they seriously waiting for the player to leave the club and then bring in someone else? It seems a ridiculous situation. But the more that you look at it, the more that you do look at it, I'll get to that headline in a minute, Michelle. I'll get to that in just a minute. There is more breaking news. I'm trying to get... there is more breaking news. Jesus God. Celtic are all over the place today. Where is this? There is more breaking news. Damn, that's not what I want to put. Celtic are at it. Celtic Football Club are at it. There is breaking news. We'll get that up there. We'll get that there before I get a little bit of confirmation from Celtic. It looks like Celtic are about to break the bank. It's not official by Celtic yet, but the noise out there is the fact that Celtic have broken Celtic have agreed. It is just coming out. It is just coming out. Anthony Joseph has just broke the news. While Celtic are pissing us off, Anthony Joseph has just broken news on Sky Sports that Celtic, the breaking news that we've all been waiting for. Let's get this one turned up.
Made an inquiry for him in January. Norwich also made a £6.9 million bid for Hogue in the January transfer window, but the 25-year-old decided to stay with the North.
Breaking news! Breaking news! It's getting even. I'm going the wrong screen and everything. I'm all over the place here. There's some breaking news from Sky.
Club record fee of £11 million plus add-ons for Bordeaux Clint striker Casper Hogue, who had a long-term interest in the Denmark international and made an inquiry for him in January. Norwich also made a £6.9 million bid for Hogue in the January transfer window, but the 25-year-old
Wow.
decided to stay with the Norwegian club for their run in the Champions League knockouts. We told you earlier this hour that Celtic have just sold forward Daizen Maeda to Ipswich in a deal worth up to £8 million.
Celtic, Wait, whoa.
£11 million plus add-ons for Bodo Klimt striker.
Yeah, we've heard that. Wow. Just when you think that you know that Celtic, what are they? Why? What are Celtic all about, man? I expect them to put out this deal. Celtic have agreed that a club record fee of £11 million plus add-ons for Bodø Glimt striker Casper Hogue. 25-year-olds joining the Scottish champion is penciled in for a medical in the coming days. And we've lost we've lost everything. Oh, let's get the captured display back. There we go. We get back onto the main screen, but Casper Hogue has signed for Celtic. I've lost the chat and everything. Jesus. Who needs TV studios when you've got YouTube? So that's the breaking news. Celtic. We'll just keep that one as there. Yeah, we'll just keep that there. Well, that's it. Celtic have finally got in Casper Hogue. The do-gloomers, the naysayers, were all fucking. What do we know? Nothing. Nada. Zip. Shut up. Sit in the corner and just pay your money and come and see the game this afternoon. Oh, Celtic know how to do it. I'm going to jump into some of the comments. Yeah, Rab, I'm reading the comments. I finally got to it. Whole 11 million. Holy fuck, yes. We need more, to be honest. Yes, we do. But could this be one of the fastest front lines that we've had at Celtic for such a long time? We've got Emilio Duran in the door, as well as Casper Hogue coming in the door. Could this be the most frightening Celtic defence that we've seen in many a years? All we need to do is get Hassan in, and we've got the three amigos back at Celtic. Barkas is coming in next. Ho, 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 it's magic in the air. Camilio Durand. Oh, Jesus. There's a bit of relief. Keith Robertson's just put a proposal over to medical pending is a wee bit red flaggy. It's not really. I mean, he's already in his season. He's already scored goals this season. He's already up to speed. He doesn't need a pre-season because their season's already started. He had a fantastic Champions League last year, and I think that when you look at him as a player, if we had got him in the January window like we wanted, I don't think Celtic would have had a bad summer as we have. But what do we know? We're just having a good old friggin' moan online. Is the medical pending a wee bit flaggy? No, because he needs to travel to Scotland. He'll either travel into Scotland or travel down to London, what usually happens, and they do the medical down there. But it looks like that. I think that he'll just travel straight into Glasgow, do his medical at Celtic Park, and then that'll be it. He's a Celtic player, and he'll be in the squad for the first game of the season. It's all good, but what about Bauer? Well, who knows with that one? Celtic, oof. The fact is, Celtic have just spent £11 million. Will that be enough to keep Arne Engels at the club? Will that be enough for the board and Martin O'Neill to go, do you know what? We've just spent £11 million on another player to play up front. How about staying a little bit longer? Would you put that to Arne Engels? You know, we're levelling up the squad. We're bringing in a higher level. Celtic should have done this a couple of seasons ago. I mean, I said when they brought in Arne Engels, I wanted this to be the norm. I wanted 9, 10, 11 million pound players to be the norm. No more of this going down and getting 2, 3 million pound players. It doesn't work. Do you know, a bang average player will cost you 9, 10, 11 million. A decent player, some leagues will call you 9, 10 and 11 million. Do you know, it is what it is. We're getting a goal scorer, 25-year-old, and it'll be interesting to see the length of the deal over the coming days. That'll probably come out later today. Anyway, a bit of good news before the team news comes out in roughly around about an hour's time from now. So I am going live in just around about 45 minutes time. again. But it's absolutely fantastic news today. We started off, it was a bit of sad news. Yes, it was sad because Daizen Maeda had... you've got to love Celtic. Celtic are playing the media. Celtic are sitting going, fuck you, a lot of yous. Fuck the lot of yous. Yeah. So the news come out today that Daizen Maeda has left Celtic. Celtic put out a post on the land of Twitter thanking the player for his 5 leagues in a row, three Scottish Cups and 2 League Cups. So, if I remember, it's 79 goals that he scored for Celtic. 210, I think, ish appearances. 200, I can't remember. But anyway, it was a sad day for me when Daizen stopped shaving his head. I think we lost the quality player when he stopped getting the old Gillette sensor and shaving foam and up his head. And yeah, it's Pablo. You're like, they're like, fuck you, Baz. They've slept at the wheel. Behave, mate. Should we have kept Daizen Maeda until the Champions League qualifier? Is the fact that we brought in Camilo Joran. He scored 2 goals in 2 games. What if Casper Hogue hits the ground running? We've also got young Callum Osmond as backup striker. I think Celtic still need to bring in another striker if they do not keep Johnny Kenny. Johnny Kenny will be looking at the situation and going, here's another striker just come in. Do I stay and fight at Celtic, or do I just take the big bucks and go down to Bolton, where he had a fantastic end to the season last season? And you've got to remember, Johnny Kenny was playing in the front 2 in Bolton, and he had some fantastic little layoffs to his striking partner at that time. Bolton want him back. Bolton made a bid of £500,000 for Johnny Kenny this time last year. Now, Celtic will want particularly a little bit more than that, especially in this window. Does Johnny Kenny stay? Does Johnny Kenny go? I think there's a big shout now for Johnny Kenny to leave the club, because I think that Callum Osmond gives us something a little bit different. I think that Johnny Kenny he's not getting in front of Camilo Duran. Duran will play as a winger. Maybe Duran is the replacement for Daizen Maeda out there on the wing. He could play as a winger and he could play as a striker. Maybe we're going to play 2 strikers and the board are going to go 2 strikers this season. Anyway, it's a sad day for Celtic as we have lost Daizen Maeda. And he took to Instagram. And notably, even though that the players will be almost heading to the stadium on the bus, they have been on their Instagram. Paulo Bernardo and such like have been posting. Julian Araujo, all the best, Hermano. Paulo Bernardo, Joe Hart official, go smash it. Both. Albi Energetti, good luck, bro. Jesus God. And yeah. And there's Paul the Tim. Now, it won't be official until Paul the Tim has taken his picture with the new players. He did it with Duran in Portugal. He infiltrated the hotel and managed to get his picture taken with Duran. I will not believe that that Ho has signed for Celtic until the day that Paul the Tim has had his picture taken with the player. Let's just put it out there. And yeah, anyway, that is the update. The big update is Celtic have sold and Celtic have brought in. So as it stands, we are sitting at a -1 million spend on the day. Interesting. But it's not the big news. The big news is who's all going to the Milan game today. Celtic have paid £11 million for Casper Hogue. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Anyway, that's me done and dusted. I shall see you in just over half an hour's time when we get Martin O'Neill's team. But as Johnny Kenny's not good enough for Celtic, as well as a Murray Oh, interesting comment. That one. I'll get some of the comments before we go. Ho hits the ground running and will probably put Hammy in. Oh, Jesus, negativity. Bandminder 1875 is the dirty on that. I'm sure somebody else in the chat could do that. Is there nobody? Is there no any? Anyway, let the Huns come in. Their manager ran away from a pensioner. Do you know what I mean? Maeda, thank you for your services. Next, we need a left back and a winger now. It would be okay. Would we be okay with Taylor back? No, definitely not. Maybe a few more at the game today. Will you? Well, there's no paid at the turnstile, so I don't think so. I believe Osmonds will do well for Celtic in the coming season. Hungry like a wolf. But there we go. All Duran. I shall see you in around about 40 minutes time. Have a fantastic day. Celtic fans all around the world. What do we know? We're just fans that talk online. Don't know. We know